watching Live at Spectrum. Tonight, Tina Bartle and Gradual. Please welcome your host, Brett Glover.
Cheers to you all, and welcome to an episode of Live at Spectrum. It's our Logie Award special tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think of that? Yeah, with the Logies. Just like being on the Gold Coast here in the Latrobe Valley tonight. It's a little bit chilly, and in fact, because we weren't nominated again this year, we're really fishing for nominations tonight. So we've got the suit, we've got the champagne, and we're ready to go. And we're going to be like Carl Stefanovic by the morning. It's not the Logies, because we're down here in the colder weather. So tonight we're celebrating the Lurgies. And as you can see, we've got a lot of nominations in the audience tonight. Plenty of nominations for Lurgie Awards. And we'll be giving it... That worked really well, audience. Hey, audience, how are you tonight? Thank you very much. They've contributed very early. Please welcome back our co-host, Miss Mel Pollard. Hi, Mel. You're back for more punishment. First of all, goes to you. You've co-hosted more episodes than anyone else this season. So well done to Mel. She's back. And I see you've come in Logie spirit tonight. You've come all dressed up too.
Look, I decided to go with a sequined unicorn because that says Logies to me more than anything, really. And check this out, ready?
Yeah, right. Oh, is it?
Oh, that way.
Ah! Wow.
Yeah.
Mel.
Once a unicorn.
It's a little bit risque, Mel. That looks very nice. So that changes the other way as well. Can you do that again?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's very...
I could do this all night, Brett.
Oh, that's very good. Now, you've had a great week, and we've put a call out very early today to make sure we got lots of people involved in the award-winning comedy that is Live at Spectrum from time to time. How are people getting into contact tonight, and what do we want people to do?
I've got absolutely no idea, Brett.
Really? Did we not? I've had too many champagne.
No.
No, I think we've got people to get in contact about being... we always get people to send in photos and get involved with the show, but we have asked if people could send in their talented members of the society. Mel? Back to you, Mel.
Love it. Yeah, look, you can get in contact with us via Facebook, Snapchat, or via text message 0411 148 977. And yes, we're after you and your pets watching Live at Spectrum tonight. And yeah, let's get really creative with it.
Or any talent, because it's an award-winning kind of talent show we've got
Absolutely.
going here at the minute. So any talent you've got out there, whether it's you, your children or your pets, we really want you to send in videos or photos tonight. Get involved with the little bit of fun that we're having here as well. What's that number again?
That number again is 0411 148 977.
Make sure you use it. Now, coming up on tonight's program, we have a full band with Gradual, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Let's get excited about that. Sound check was awesome. We went down to the Latrobe Theatre Company and we checked out what they're doing. They've got an upcoming show. And Propellor was on in Wellington Shire over the weekend and put on a grouse show on Friday night. But our first guest tonight, before I get the wind-up music, award style, our first guest has been a friend of the program's since her first appearance on Live at Spectrum back in season 1. Well, she's back tonight. She always puts in an infectious, extremely inspired set. Please welcome back Miss Tina Bartle.
Tell me why. me smile, won't you come around here more often? I'm comatose, I'll overdose, just wanna get close to you tonight. I might just see it through a discotheque, can't pay my rent, so help me. The study scores and moping bores won't drown me. And if it's my party, then why are you so sad? And if you're not worried, then I am. 'Cause if you're not going, tell me why I ought to be. Sure seems like a buzzkill thing to do. It's my party, and if you're not worried, 'cause if you're not going, tell me why. And if it's my party, then why are you so sad? 'Cause if you're not worried, then I am. 'Cause if you're not going, tell me why I ought to be. Sure seems like a buzzkill thing to do. Thank you. Catch a train on Monday morning. It's only 20 minutes late. If I wanted to be more reliable, I'd take a car and still be 20 minutes late. So jump on the quiet cabbage, play wings and settle into it. You want some peace and quiet, you need some peace and quiet, and all I ever needed is someone just like you. All I ever wanted is someone to love me like you do. All I ever wanted is something more to do. All I ever needed was to be satisfied with you. And the table's too crowded to sit at. Push yourself up against the wall. You're scared in social situations, and I am too, but it's someone's birthday party. Not much that we can do, so tire yourself out. No, rest for the wicked now. In elementary school told me the difference between needing and wanting. ride home soon. All I ever needed, someone just like you. All I ever wanted was someone to love me like you do. Oh, all I ever really needed was someone just like you. All I ever wanted was someone to love me like you do. You do. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Tina Bartle! Oh. And the award for most appearances on Live at Spectrum, apart from a cast member, goes to... Tina Bartle! My dear Lord, because this is the second time you've been on the program.
It is.
But, well, actually, it's more than that, because you were busking on the grand finale last year.
I certainly was.
And you had your case open down Bond Street in Sale, and I was running late, and I put a copy of my CD Done into your case.
You did, and that definitely helped me pay for petrol.
Really? It's worth something. It's great to have you back on the show again.
It is great to be back
Now,
here.
it's been 2 years, and last time you were here, you were completing year 12
Yes, yep.
at school. Where are you these days?
I've just finished my first semester at uni at RMIT in Melbourne, so that has been a hell of a journey. But yeah, it's
You were
loving
doing
every
music
minute.
performance in year 12,
Yes.
and we were wondering if you were going to take a music path. Is that what you're studying
yes,
at
I am.
uni as well?
I'm doing production and music industry. So yeah.
Wow, that's really cool to hear. Have we had anything to do with that? Look, I know you've got mum and dad in the audience. They've
Yes.
been your biggest supporters. Let's
Absolutely.
a hand for David and Anya in the audience tonight. Always here lending you a hand.
Absolutely.
Did you get some feedback from the last time you were on this show? Did it drive you at all?
Being on this show was like a real eye-opener to, you know, all the stuff that you can do with music. It's not just performing. There's, you know, shows like this, there's theatre, there's all sorts. So, yeah, this was definitely a game changer in terms of what I wanted to do. So, yeah.
And you've been taking up some of those opportunities. You've been working in the theatre as well. You had a bit
Yes.
of a gap year after year 12.
Yep, I did. Spent it working at the Wedge down in Sale, which was amazing.
And doing
really
as
great
many
opportunity.
gigs as you possibly... You just
Yes.
kept popping up.
Yep.
Playing anywhere you possibly could. Can you tell us some of the places you've been playing over the last year or so?
Over the last year or so, I've been nearly every pub I could think of in Sale.
Were you playing there, or you
yes.
just any problems?
I walked straight into that one.
Yeah.
They're playing Jack Ryan, Star Hotel, Mr. Raymond down in Moe, Warrigal, I think, as well, and then recently at the Brunny in Brunswick,
Yeah.
and the Drunken Poet down near Queen Victoria Markets.
It's great to hear, yeah, that you've got yourself down to Melbourne and you've utilised all the spaces we have down here, and you've built up this confidence, and you keep improving. As you can see, the dress sense of this program has also improved. You had Kick Me was the album you had last time you came in.
Yep.
But during the grand finale, we also had a bit of a Beat Glover grand finale, and we were asked the question, what was the name of your latest EP?
Yeah.
And Trent and I both forgot, and we felt so bad about that. But here it is, Valedictory. It's been an awesome success for you, and it's been taking you travelling as well. But you gave me a copy on the CD here today, but no one sells CDs anymore, do they?
No, well, this isn't on CD. It's only online, so yeah.
You've been selling a few, and
Yes, sold a few. Got a bit of interest from Triple J, so yeah, going well.
did you get some play on their air as well?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
little
awesome.
bit.
That's
A
awesome.
little bit.
Mel, you look like you're ready to pounce over there.
Oh, no,
No.
I'm just really excited for Tina at Triple J. That's fantastic.
Yeah. It is really cool. Have you been hearing from people online at all?
I'm sure we have, but I haven't actually received any confirmation of that. Hang on, I've got something in my ear. Oh, it's just an earpiece, don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
don't worry about it, just ignore it. You're still kicking goals as a soloist as well. I've always envisioned that when the first time, because you've got so much energy in the way you sing and play, I was going, oh man, we've got to get a rhythm section behind it. We'll get the bass and the drums happening. Have you had a chance to play some of your music with some other musicians as well?
I did have a chance down at uni to play with a band at a small kind of college function, but unfortunately, none of my own stuff, but I'm getting there. I'm working towards it.
Yeah.
Maybe soon, hopefully soon.
Cool. I hope that really happens for you as well. I just, your music's got so much energy. I don't know, and I just grew up with the bass and drums firing behind me. I mean, they give you shits most of the time, but I reckon you'll be really good. You ready to... No?
No, I am. I'm good. I'm
I
good.
keep thinking you've got something to do online. Oh, look, now, you've been doing heaps of gigs. What's down the track for Tina Bartle?
Down the track, I'm hoping to get another EP done by the end of the year.
Man.
So at the moment, it is writing.
You're getting opportunities, you're getting some downtime to be able to...
Barely.
Yeah.
Why sleep? Honestly. Yeah.
No problem. And I know a lot of the songs you were doing there is also probably focused on your time during secondary school as well?
Yeah. Well, that's when, especially valedictory, like that's about me finishing high school. Needs and Wants, that was also inspired by, finishing high school and then getting out in the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's a big moment in life, and so write about it.
And it was a real springboard for you doing that down in the alley.
Yes, absolutely.
When you had that opportunity through Freezer.
That was something that has, really changed the direction of where I want to go. Like, obviously, I managed to meet Alex Leigh, and she's had a real influence on my songwriting. It was spectacular. That whole experience was amazing.
Awesome. We're going to get you straight back on to sing another tune. This is where the energy comes from. Please welcome back to Live at Spectrum, Tina Bartle.
Sometimes I think I'd be better off dead than being stuck inside my own head. And though I know struggles will pass, it's hard. Not everything has gone the way I wanted. My body is softer than when I started. I take a step in the right direction, but it's hard. So when I do what I do, will you be there to lend a hand? so much.
Wow. Tina Bartle. She's a star. Don't go anywhere. Stay here. You need more camera time. You've got a bit of downtime over the next couple of weeks, but can we go and see you play anywhere, or are you locking yourself away to write?
I am very busy writing at the moment, trying to get this EP out. So unfortunately, no, you won't see me anywhere, but you'll hear me soon. Yeah.
Support the new stuff in creation by buying the latest, which is our valedictory, The Difference Between Needs and Wants. What's the difference between? It's pretty obvious, is it?
You gotta listen to the song.
Okay, fair enough. That's it. She's a good seller too. Now, you mentioned the freezer and that great opportunity that they gave to you. We actually went down on Friday night and checked out Propellor. There are often calls for venues and there are often calls for venues and musicians to create opportunities for youth to nurture their talents. One Wellington Shire group is proving that it's less about help needed and more about simply giving them an opportunity to shine.
The Winter Nights open mic night at 123 Cafe and Sale is run by Propellor, Wellington Shire's freezer group, a Victorian government's initiative to showcase, develop and promote young musicians and artists. Propellor's open mic night is attracting a growing audience to this youth-focused, drug and alcohol-free event. It's run by a group of passionate young people, focused on live music and performance. The Live at Spectrum team headed out to Sale on Friday to find out more.
So Propellor is a Wellington Shire Council and Freezer initiative aimed at bringing music and live events to people aged 12 to 25. So drug, alcohol-free, all ages events are our focus, especially bringing some sort of underage music scene to people of Wellington Shire.
Yeah.
So we do nights like this, open mic nights. We've got Down the Alley coming up. So just any event that's drug, alcohol-free, all ages, just super accessible to minors in Gippsland, pretty much.
I'd looked for a place to do some sort of youth connection, community connection stuff, and this building came up, and so we went through a couple, like a 2-year project, really, or a 2-year process of building and renovating this building so it could be the cafe that you see now.
Call Propellor because we want to propel people. It's kind of a bit of a pun.
Industry. Yeah, propel them into the music industry and give them that. I think it's about giving them that platform to be able to do what they love and get out there and perform, which is really hard to build that culture in a regional town.
As you can see tonight, the open mic night run by the Propellor crew is just a wonderful opportunity for these young guys to come out and play music. And the talent we've got, as you know, the talent we've got in Sale is just crazy good.
It's pretty good. Like younger people, they're heaps more, like they vibe heaps more with music.
It's really
so
good.
Like younger people want to get into it because they're not afraid of...
It's a buzz and a blast to be here and to be able to have this space that they can access and use. And just one of the really cool things for me is that when we first began, it was like, all right, guys, this is how it needs to go, or if you need a hand with this, or it probably looks good if you do this, this, and this. I don't even need to be here. That's the best part about it. You've got 2 young people there, Rosie and Tiana there, who can run the sound desk if they want, and it's just magic. Like that's what you want. That's empowerment, that's capacity building, it's all those good things that people want. But at the end of the day, it's young people having fun, young people working with each other and young people supporting each other, so it's good things.
It's been a bit of a difficult journey. I've been with Propellor for 3 years, ever since I performed it Down the Alley. And since then I was like, whoa, this is like incredibly important for youth in Wellington to have something to do and have something that's not go out and drink alcohol and take drugs and stuff. It's stuff like this, come and perform, come and get the vibe of live music because it's just amazing.
Yeah,
like
it's rich.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And the idea was that the Shire and 123 would co-host different events, And part of that was, of course, to develop a freezer group. That's young people who do the sort of music and entertainment stuff for the region. And the Propellor crew is their self-given name for that freezer group. So Propellor has emerged as that freezer group, and they continue to sort of like grow and develop and bring new people in as people move out, and it's just really neat.
And I think it's just about pushing out that consistent and constant promotion, like telling your mates, come down, we've got this gig, like, and hyping it up and saying like it's really important to support your fellow community members.
I get excited but so nervous at the same time.
It's like, oh no. Like it's pretty nerve-wracking.
For us, it's like we really want people to feel love. We want them to sort of feel like they belong to something and they feel part of something. We feel like that's what community's all about.
People can get up there and play like nice like folk, like country guitar, and then we can get up there and play like John Butler Trio and everyone gets into it, like a bit of blues, and people get into it.
Did you get them going tonight? Did you get them singing along?
I think we did. With Zebra, people were like clapping and getting into it. It was good. You know, it gives you the confidence, and any performer starting out, to get up there and do what they love without that kind of criticism and, you know,
Like just understanding that, especially now and here tonight as well, nobody is going to be like, oh my God, they were so bad. Like then they're not going to come up to you and be like, that was really bad. Like you're just going to get praise from everyone just because you got up there and have a go. And that's, I think, really, really important to Propellor as a group, is just getting up there, having a go, having fun on stage.
And in a regional town, I think a lot of people, they want to see you grow. They want to be able to support you and see, you know, if you stuff up a bit, it's like, that's okay, dude, just get up and do it again. So I like live music. Live music's my jam. It's like you build up to it and then you get out there and then you do it, and then the audience is like with you to it, and it's good.
Everyone's downloading music all the time, and lots of people are sitting behind their screens doing their thing, and that's definitely got a place. But you cannot beat what just happened then. You know, a young person gets up, plays their music, and then they get this you know, we've had young people in here who will blow your mind in terms of how good they are, and we've had other young people who struggle to kind of stay in key and struggle to kind of like they might have only just been learning their instrument for a little while, but they will get exactly the same round of applause. They will walk out of here with a giant grin on their face in exactly the same way as someone who, you know, has been doing it for a long time. That's just magic, you know. So live music as a way of giving people opportunity to express themselves, giving people that sense of they can do something good, and having the opportunity for them to sort of feel like people think what they're doing is ace, you can't beat it. So live music rocks.
Propellor Group in Wellington Shire doing wonderful work there in conjunction with Freezer, and we'd like to acknowledge that Emma and Rose, a couple from that group, are in the audience tonight. Welcome to Emma and Rose, doing wonderful things, and just super impressive to see that getting built from young people in our community. Now, surely that's inspired a furor of messages online. Furor, is that the right word? A plethora of messages online. Surely you've been hearing from heaps of people is what I'm trying to say, Mel.
Yeah, look, don't worry about your words, Brett. They're not important.
They're not important.
All right, so we've had a couple of people write in to say hello. We've got Campbell Walker. Hello, Campbell. And, you can clap if you want.
Clap for Campbell.
This is what happens if you send a message into Live at Spectrum, you get a clap from the audience.
Yeah, right.
And a big hello to Tracy in Dublin. So I'm guessing Dublin, not anywhere here,
It's
maybe.
not Dubbo, is it?
Well,
Dublin.
No. Oh, she's overseas. That's fantastic.
Wow, that's amazing. Other side of the world.
I've just heard from the
We are
upstairs.
tonight going to 206 countries around the world via the World Wide Web. Unless you don't have the internet. You hearing from getting photos in by any chance?
Yes,
We're
but
getting some
before we
pets?
get to the photos, yes,
right.
absolutely. Wendy just wanted to say great singing and music to Tina. So, we all feel the same way about
Yeah, she's
Tina.
great. Full
awesome.
of energy.
Yeah.
Full of energy.
Awesome to have her back. But yes, we do have some pet photos.
nice.
This first one is Paul and Stephanie. Oh, that's good.
Oh,
there we
there's
go.
Paul, there's Stephanie.
Oh, my goodness.
Stephanie's a very human name for a dog, isn't it?
I love it.
Who have we got here?
And we've got Nancy the cat.
Nancy, what's Nancy doing?
Nancy's being awesome.
Hey, righto. Wow. Get her a game with the Saints. That's a very impressive grab.
And we've got Simon watching with Cuddles the hamster and Ella the dog. Love it.
Hey, this is a cool segment. It's
I
actually
like
working.
this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we've got
We're in
Jess
Gippsland.
and Wilma. That's very cool.
What's the name of the
Jess
chicken?
and Wilma.
Which one's...
I don't know. Jess and Wilma. Wilma's the chicken?
Oh, it's your chicken. Oh, well, there you go. Would you like to say anything? Hi, Wilma. Yeah, that's good. I think it's even more impressive that a gas heater is not on. It must be cold in that house at the minute. Got any other photos there, Mel?
Not just yet, but if you want to get them in, remember Live at Spectrum on Facebook and Snapchat, and also that number again is 0411 148 977.
We desperately want to hear from you tonight because we just love you and your pets, and they taste so good. We should do some thanks before we move on to the show. We like to thank, first of all, my tailor, John, who's out there tonight. I'd like to thank the photography for tonight. I think they've been fantastic. The direction on the show, Mr. Brett Tippett and Wayne Dwyer sitting at home, just fantastic job. Would also like to thank members of the Logie Awards for the job you've done putting on the spread tonight. The champagne's fantastic. I'd also like to... we're going to move on, obviously. The next award. Sorry, front row. Our next guests take the melodies of Crowded House, the southern grind of Tom Petty, and mash them into the traditions of 80s pub rock. Once heard, always preferred. Please welcome to Live at Spectrum, Gradual.
Cloud by cloud, falls from your eyes, right here and now, backyard. We're making a place, sticks and stones and broken bones, hands over face, right here and now, backyard. If there's something that you need, something sacred, some dark seed, you know where to meet me in our backyard. We're feeling very much. It is right in our backyard, isn't it? It's right here. Okay. Shall we? This is called We Fall Slowly. How we yearn to fly overhead and under sun. One day you and I will change our view and load the gun. I'm just jangling round, strapped into this attitude. But if we dare look down, all our dreams are attitude. We fall slowly into each other toward a big warm earth. We go sideways, circle round together to find a new horizon. Born to be a slave to atmosphere and gravity. Or are we drifting brave, unattached and floating free? Yeah, we're floating free out there. We fall slowly into each other toward a big warm earth. We go sideways, circle round together to find a new horizon. We fall slowly to each other toward
have a chat. It's really great to see this guy again. I'm glad I actually dressed up tonight because you brought a touch of class to the Light Spectrum studio tonight. Don't you agree, audience? Yeah. I'm going to get that out of your face so we can see your beautiful face. It's really great to see you again, Brian.
You too, Brett.
Can you remember speaking to me years ago?
At ABC in Sale?
Yes. You said these words to me. It's actually stuck with me. We were doing an interview. We played a song. I gave it my all and I was really nervous. And you said, you know what, that was great. I reckon there's big things come up for you. And I got all confident and went out there. Well, it's been 23 years now, Brian. When's it going to turn for me?
Any second. Any second.
Now, tell us.
How big do you want to get?
Yeah, I suppose, exactly. How good's this? This is Logie Award winning. Yes. They don't know it yet, but we're going to get a nomination for next year. Oh, boy. So you haven't been doing this for just the last few years. This has been something you've been doing for a while now.
Yes, nearly my entire life, Brett.
Where did it all begin for you?
God, piano lessons with the nuns.
Yeah.
You know, yes, and then bands coming to Australia, because I come from New Zealand, you see.
Yeah.
And Australia, and then, you know, where I had record deals in the 80s with the Ones, and then working with Eddie Rayner from Split Enz and Crowded House, moving through, and then now this wonderful mob.
It's an awesome band you've got here. Could you introduce them to us?
I certainly could. On the lead guitar, please welcome Mr. David Carr. Can I just say, David and I met over the Tacoma No McDonald's protest. I don't know if anyone remembers those, but that's where we met.
I want to bring that up. I'm so sorry I brought Tasty Animals before, but anyway, let's keep going. Who else have we got in the band?
On the bass guitar, Mr. Darren Trop.
Very smooth.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty close to about $30,000, that bass guitar, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to get any closer to that.
It's an old one, just an old one he had lying around. And on the drums, Carolyn Oates.
So, music for you. Come back, Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this is going to be one of those things where I'm going to want to talk to you for the next hour, but we've probably only got 5 minutes. So, what are we going to say? Sure, no.
Here we go. Quick, rip open an envelope.
Yeah, right. You've got the new CD out. Let's talk about that first. It's been how long have you had this project going for with Gradual?
Well, I think we've been going three and a half years now. Yeah.
And you mentioned that you actually met with the Tacoma McDonald's debacle.
Yes, that's right, we did.
What happened there?
Down at the protest. Well,
for those that don't know about that.
It's literally up the end of my street. And we would get up there at 4 a.m. in the morning and us and the kids and the grannies and stuff and meet the public response unit out the front with their goggles and spray cans of capsicum.
Because this is up in the Dandenongs area near
This is
Melbourne.
This is suburbs and trees.
Where there wasn't any of those big corporate restaurants before, but they wanted to build the first one.
They wanted to build the first one.
And there was a big community revolt against wanting to have that there.
There was. We even sent representatives over to the head office in Chicago with a huge, list of people. It was fun. But nevertheless, the inevitable happened. The McDonald's got built, but that's okay. No one goes.
Yeah. And there goes our sponsorship from McDonald's.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Hungry Jack.
That's right.
Somebody with a vegan burger.
Because the burgers are better at Hungry Jack's. So you spent quite a bit of time here in Gippsland, living around. You're around the Braggalong area.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, and there's a bit of an arts hub there.
There was an arts hub, and still is an arts hub. The Braggalong Artist Group. I think they've got some. There's still some great stuff going on in Bragg.
And what sort of projects did you have going in that time? I remember the Acoustic Soup album you made with the community.
Acoustic Soup album. There was also Artists in Action. There was a visual arts group that was going on. Loads of gigs. We had Art and Soul. We did a whole lot of open mics. The one in Sale, the one in the Bragg Hotel.
Yeah.
I hope they're still running.
Oh, absolutely.
They haven't fallen over since I've been gone.
Stratford singer-songwriters. You've got to get to that.
Yeah.
And Anita Henson, maybe.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
It's great to see you still showing interest in what's going up there. But you have moved up to the mountains.
Yeah, to the Dandenong Ranges.
And you're still very much involved with community work.
Yeah, there's a great community spirit. It's similar, I guess, to Gippsland, where artists band together. I think perhaps the fire danger and that kind of stuff helps. People all have to know each other and have to be aware of each other. But it makes for a great community, and the community music there is fantastic. We actually have a foundation called the Alex Legg Memorial Foundation, where we give away $3,000 yes, we actually give money
Yeah.
away to an emerging singer-songwriter.
How do you manage that?
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
So that's, you know, these things are ongoing and supportive of the music community.
Is that the biggest drive for you to be in the music industry? Because I just know that everywhere you've been, you've always involved other people. It's never been about Brian Baker. You've never put yourself in the centre, even though you're here singing, you know, in the middle. But you really outreach to other people and give opportunities to other people.
Look, I think it's an important part of it. I think as musicians, I just see that we all have to work together, and it's for the benefit of our community in general, whether you're an artist or not.
Yeah, it's always great to hear you playing. You're such a classy person. Now, Mel, surely online we've been getting lots of feedback.
Look, it's gone mental, Brett.
Yeah.
There's so much going on there. But before we get to that, I just wanted to say, Brian, you were very instrumental in the beginning of my music career too. So I just want to say thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 it was
very much so.
it was a pleasure to work with you back then.
I know, it was
you
pretty awesome, wasn't I? Okay, so
Here
anyway.
you are.
Well, okay. Is that crickets? Yeah, anyway. Okay, so we've got Glenn and Jody from Beaufort, loving Gradual's music. So
great.
you've got an extra fan there, that's great. Just in case you're wondering.
No, we try to. We make them one at a time.
One at a time. No, that's fantastic.
That's right.
Yeah, plug yourself. Awesome. Dwayne Jenkins. Hi, guys. Looking great. Great band.
There we go.
Oh, you guys need a bit more practice, but you know what? It's okay.
We're starting.
Now, Wendy thinks Propellor is a great place for young people and talent. So we've got some Propellor going on. So fantastic. And Natasha has written in to say, I can't believe I saw myself on Live at Spectrum. I played in the open mic, and thanks for bringing attention to our area. So fantastic. Lisa, Propellor is a wonderful initiative. Martin, great show, great crew. We know, thanks, Martin. Mary, hi, Rose, and Emma in the front row. Hey, there we go. I was really hoping you were actually here because that would have been really awkward. And Lee, you got my vote. So I reckon Logie's next year. What do you reckon?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We're into it.
Do they still do that through TV Week? Do you have to buy magazines to vote? Is it online now?
Online.
Look, you know, I'm just going to play with
All the
this
best
because
stuff
I
goes
don't
on.
know.
Okay, let's go to rainbow mode.
Well, Martin actually said, what's a Logie? So, I mean, obviously he's watching Live at Spectrum and, you know, nobody really gives a...
Yay!
Thank you. We've got a couple of photos. Have we got time for those right now?
I reckon we could show them in a tick.
In a
Let's
tick?
do them now.
Let's do them now.
Yeah,
Okay, we've got photo number
the
one.
magic of television. Look at that. Wow.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Another cat.
that's
What's
his...
the cat's name?
That's Astley, and Astley, as in Rick Astley, never going to give you up. Yep. Loving
that
watching...
cat up.
He looks really, really much a lot like my cat.
Oh, is
Yes.
that your cat?
Yeah. It's one of them.
In case no one sent in pets
Yeah, it was
tonight.
pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
very good.
So photo number 2, Kayla's uncle in Harvey Bay.
there
And
you
he
go.
can see his sister-in-law in the audience. He said he can see his sister-in-law
No
in the
pet
audience.
needed, good bloke.
No? Good. Photo number 3, Sadie the punk dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pets
Love
have been
it.
very popular tonight, haven't they? We should do this segment every week.
We should. I love it.
Let's get back to the music, though, I
Okay.
think, Mel. What do you reckon? Please welcome back to Live at Spectrum the wonderful sounds of Gradual.
Thanks, guys. Can I give away a beanie? Yeah. There's a bloke in the front row with the same hairstyle as me. This is our current single. It's called Open Up Your Heart. I can see your light. I can see your light. I can see your light shining through. I hear you in the night. I hear you in the night. I hear you in the night. Baby, call my name. Open up your heart. Open up your heart.
electricity. I taste the bittersweet. I taste the bittersweet. I taste the bittersweet of life and love. Open up your heart. Open up your heart. Open up your heart. Let me in. Let's let go of the white hat and learn to love again. Let's crawl into the healing now and let's enjoy and joy and. You got me on my knees. You got me on my knees. You've got me on my knees, begging, baby, please, 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 please. Open up your heart, I can see your light. Open up your heart, feel it in the night. Open up your heart, let me in. Open up your heart, taste the bittersweet. Open up your heart, got me on my knees. Open up your heart, let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in.
Whereabouts are we getting a copy?
Gradual.com.au is easy. Gradual.com.au. Then every digital place. It's all digital these days.
I know.
iTunes, that's right.
It still sounds better on CD, right? Do you ever think going down the vinyl track?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to do that. I'd like to do that. We actually talked a little about that, didn't we, David? But yes, but that could happen. We might. What we're going to do, look, I'll tell you what, here's the plan. Here's the plan. What we're going to do is in August we're going to record a new single and release it in September. And eventually, we'll keep doing that over the next, few months, and eventually we'll put them all on one record.
Right.
That's when we'll do vinyl.
Righto. Well, we'd love to hear that. It's the right kind of music for it as well. You just mentioned Dave. Now, at dinner tonight, Dave told an incredible story about his days coming down here and playing the world-famous Astrodome in Traralgon in about 1984. With your microphones on, Dave, could you tell us that quick story?
1986.
86, sorry.
My last, I was very, very young. My last show with my very, very first serious cover band, and I thought it was a big stage, big crowd. I thought I'd go out with a bang, and I bought a $50 electric guitar on the trading post, and I smashed the crap out of it at the end of an Angels song.
Yeah. So we're doing a quick reach out tonight. Anyone who has that guitar in their shed, Dave would like it back. Gee, you're lucky it wasn't mixed up with Darren's $30,000 bass guitar. Anyway, I'm sure we're going to be hearing much more from Gradual in the future. It's just been an absolute pleasure to have them in the studio tonight. Please give them another round of applause. And keeping up that topic of reaching out to the community, there are plenty of people in our community who have an inner thespian in them. No, it's not a human anatomy part. It does take, it does take all your body to do this sort of thing. But Live at Spectrum went backstage with the Latrobe Theatre Company.
Here we are tonight in chilly Morwell at the Wings for the rehearsal of upcoming theatre show Sweet Charity. We're going to have a bit of a chat to a few members from the Latrobe Theatre Company about what it takes to get a show from script to stage. Anyway, it's chilly. I'm going inside. I hope they have the heaters on. Let's see what's going on.
We're celebrating our 55th year this year, and it's my 25th year with LTC. And I think LTC brings a wealth of community spirit. It's enjoyable. It's always fun.
The family's been going to this theatre company since it was the Latrobe Light Opera Society, so before the 90s. And I knew people in it through family connections. Basically got invited to audition one time and came along, got in, and they haven't been able to quite get rid of me ever since then.
Funny story, I didn't actually sign up for it. My friend signed me up, so I didn't have a choice.
I was heavily involved in theatre in the States where I grew up. And when I moved here at the beginning of 2001, I saw an ad in the paper, in the Express, for auditions, and I thought it'd be a great way to meet new people because I didn't really know anybody aside from my husband's family, and got into the ensemble, and that was my first show, and just was hooked.
Britt Young's actually one of my best friends, and she's assistant production manager, and so she came up to me one day at a party and kind of said, hey, why don't you audition for this? And I went along and auditioned.
We're seeing such a surge forward with the youth coming up through the schools, through education and the drama classes that they can attend. A lot of our musicals that we do in the adult arena are available for the schools as junior productions.
It's been a real eye-opener to like how things kind of work in the theatre industry and things like that. And it's given me a real confidence boost and made a lot of friends throughout it too as well.
You join these things, you don't know anyone. The first time you join, you don't have a clue who these people are. And then over the years, you come back, you see the same faces, you see new faces, and there is a real family feel to the company.
We've been really busy drawing the youth in. Shows like Legally Blonde, Disney's Little Mermaid, Footloose, which was great fun. More recently, Oliver, that had lots of kids. And in those situations, particularly Oliver, if I use that as an example, we had children as young as 5 in that production. The first time that they're on stage. And so you'd hope that would spark an interest in the performing arts, and who knows, where they would go from there.
This is my first lead role in a long time. Started in the chorus, started to get the supporting roles as you get noticed, as you get known, and then lucked out with this one. Decided to go big or go home in some ways, and got the role.
No, it's definitely a lot different to what I thought it would be. There's a lot more improvisation than I thought in a lot of things, especially with scenes and working with other people and things like that.
Surprised how easy it was to make friends. Everyone's really welcoming, yeah.
I'll be on stage next month for my 39th birthday, so to teach this old dog new tricks has been pretty cool. And I've loved the challenge of dancing, and I've never been a dancer. I've had a couple years of adult dance class, but nothing serious. So that's been great because you really never stop learning and you never stop growing, and it helps you for next time and down the road. And it's cool to feel like you've achieved something that, people out of this genre don't normally get to have. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there are so many old souls here that know so much that you pick up stuff every year, and it's really great being shows with older cast members because there's a couple of people here that have been performing with LTC since I was born, so picking up things from them, it's great. I'm always learning.
If they get onto perhaps the Australian stages professionally or a worldwide stage, it stands them in good stead. You only have to look at the likes of perhaps Jazz Flowers comes to mind. Many of our audience members would know her from shows like We Will Rock You and also Hairspray, where she had the lead role. Now, Jazz started right here, like as a ballet dancer first and foremost, then as a company member of the LTC, and then went on to bigger and better things. She's running her own dance studio now here in the Valley. Nathan Lay is a member of Opera Victoria and I believe Opera Australia now. An absolute fantastic baritone. I performed with him many years ago in West Side Story. He was opposite me. And you know, to see him go from a teenage student through to a professional baritone opera singer is just amazing. And they're all born and bred here in Latrobe Valley. We've had a mentorship program in for several years now. Primarily it works in the production area, and with Sweet Charity we have an assistant musical director, we have an assistant director, we have an assistant choreographer, all being mentored by their counterparts.
You listen to music. We had the band here on Sunday and they played the overture and I got goosebumps, and by the end I had tears in my eyes, and because I thought they're gonna be behind me while I'm on stage doing my first ever song and dance solo, you know, and it just blows my mind. It's so cool.
Simon's been, especially since it's been my first time, he's been really good in directing with what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing, the kind of facial expressions I should be showing, things like that. It's just been amazing with Simon.
We all have day jobs and we live other lives. We have those pressures. One of the beauties of coming to a company like this is that you can leave all that baggage at the door, come in and pretty much become whoever you want to be for a period of time. It's a great release. And I think in our times of looking for ways to live less stressful lives, getting involved in anything musical, whether it be performing arts, concerts, rock bands, even stand-up comedy, they're all fantastic genres that I think strike to the heart, and they're good for the soul.
Latrobe Theatre Company doing wonderful things. Just another example of great things happening in your community and ways you can get involved with live music. Have you ever done any theatre?
I have.
What'd you do?
It was pretty bad.
You tell us about.
Oh, no, it was bad.
Okay, no worries. I'll tell you one thing that's probably even more popular than live music in our community is pets, as we've seen tonight. So many people sending in videos and photos tonight, and you've got more there, Mel.
I do, but you know what?
What?
We're going to do something else.
What?
I don't know. I was thinking maybe we could talk about the talented kids, because someone actually brought one in, sent one in. So
in the studio?
Yeah, well, no.
Where is it?
No, not. This little fella.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's
awesome. Someone professional's done this, I think, Mel.
It does look that way.
It does look very good.
That's
Give him a round
really
of applause.
cool.
Who is that?
I've got no idea.
That kid knows all the words and everything.
He's singing over the top.
Oh, hello. Who's this?
Oh, we've got pet photos now.
You got more, yeah, you got
good.
more there.
Excellent. All right. We've got Kip resting between songs. Isn't that lovely?
Oh, yeah, well, Kip. Yeah. Congratulations. It's been a big night live at Spectrum for Kip.
Massive night. That's what I'm going to be doing later. Oh, we've got Molly and Quinn have joined in this time.
All right, Molly and Quinn. Yeah, good to see you guys.
Oh, good-o.
That's what they eat. Anything else?
Yes, we do. We've got. Well,
just take your time, Mel.
There's so many cards here. Matt Glover should send. He's basically.
That's Matt
talking
McQuillan.
To you. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He's saying that you should basically send in a photo of your dodgy calf.
Yeah, my calf muscle tore on playing basketball.
Yeah.
Old man's injury. Don't worry about it. I'll be
yes.
fine, everybody.
Yes,
Don't worry
good.
about it.
All right.
You're not worried, are you?
There was
and more. There can't be more, surely.
There was, but Ant says sounds awesome, and Mike, I like their stuff. So that was you guys.
It's been awesome. And I'll tell you what, as so impressive was Gradual tonight. They actually shared some news with us during that last story that completely blew my mind. Can you fill us in with what's going on there, Brian?
Yeah, via Trotty, we actually sent over, there he is on the base there, with his target. We sent over a track to the United States to a producer that was known to us, and we have got a track on the single, We Fall Slowly, in an inclusion in the movie Family Values.
It's going up.
It's called the full title is Family Values: The Rise of Anthony Morelli.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and it's a movie that's going out on, I think, digital distributors all through Europe, Asia, and through the States. Yeah, and the States.
So look for that when it comes out. Family Values featuring Gradual. That's unbelievable.
It is fantastic.
You kept that under your hat.
Yeah, well, it's coming out slowly. But what we've done, and we'll release the video clip soon, we sent over the producers a clip of ours doing the song, actually in David's Rangemaster in the studio, and then they've cut in scenes from the movie.
Yeah, wow.
Which is, so we'll be releasing that on gradual.com.au.
My dear Lord, I think we're really onto something tonight, Mel. Awesome news. Well, it's been a great night in Live Respect. We thank very much Gradual for being on tonight. We thank Tina Bartle. She's been fantastic. Give them all a round of applause. To Latrobe Theatre Company and to Propellor. Thanks for the stories. Next episode, we'll be seeing South Isle and Charlie Beats. We can't wait to get them in the studio.
That's awesome.
We'll have to do the pet segment again. I'll turn it into a rainbow. We'll see you next time on Live at Spectrum. Good night.